Hey guys, it's Missy, and I just recently started this channel for SimCity Build It. I have a lot of things that I want to talk about in multiple videos, so go ahead and like and subscribe. Leave a comment below if there's something specific that you need help with or want to know more information about. I've been president of my club for pretty much 4 to 5 years, so I mean I've pretty well mastered this game. And this video is actually going to be, is Omega worth it or not? Should you build Omega or should you not? My personal opinion is no. Omega is not worth it, okay? And the reason for that is because when you make these Omega canisters, to get Omega items, you have to pay $7,000 to get one canister, okay? Based off of how many Omega homes that you have will determine what level canister you have unlocked. So if you've noticed that you're only getting small canisters, it's because you don't have enough homes yet. But once you've reached a certain amount of homes, it will allow you to have a small, medium, or large Omega canister. You cannot choose which canister size you receive. So it's a complete gamble. Now, the small ones, they're all $7,000, and the small ones give 1 Omega item and 2 random regular items. The medium gives 2 Omega items, and the large gives 3 Omega items. Now, they all take an obscene amount of time to unlock because you have to produce it first. So, as you can see, it's going to take 1 hour and 14 minutes just to get the canister. Then once you collect the canister, you have to put it into here. And it takes even more time to open. Just a second here, let me show you. Now, Omega items cannot be sold onto Global or shared between members. They are held in a separate storage. Okay, so it takes 1 hour to open a small canister. Now, I recently bulldozed I had a ton of Omega over here on the left side of my city, and I recently bulldozed it. I ran out of room. As you can see, I have a ton of water, but I want my map to be strictly gold epics. So I bulldozed all my Omega. The only thing that Omega is good for is resources. That you're gonna want to build up Omega long enough to get your resources. Now, by resources, as you can see, I have very little map space left. So when you come over to here, this is where I keep my power, my sewer, water. And as you can see, the Omega power plant runs all of the homes. Okay, so Omega power goes for regular residentials, Paris, Tokyo, whatever. It's not just for Omega homes. So when you go to your power, or water, sewer, waste management, any of those, you have a list of them that you can purchase. Okay, but at the very end, you can purchase. It doesn't start off at 60,000. I believe it's 10,000. 10,000 Omega coins, and you get 1 Omega power plant. Now the capacity for that is 100. Now, as you can see up here, my capacity holds 500. I used to have a lot more population, and the demand is only 139. Now, let's go over here, and I'll show you. Out of all of my regional maps, I have a total of 6 million people. Now, up here in the top left, I have 2 million people on this particular, my capital map. So, the Omega capacity, I mean, look how many people I have. Now, the reason that my capacity request or my demand is lower than yours probably is because Epic Homes require a lot less demand. So if all of my epics were actually regular homes, I would be probably well over the 500. So the sooner that you can convert your regular homes into epics, the lower the demand will be and the higher the population will be. So total benefit there. But that's about all the Omega is good for is the resources. Because like I said, it provides 100, it takes up 4 squares, and you don't have to have like half your map taken up with all these little power plants and stuff. So if you can get those, do so. Now, the other cool trick with the Omega, as you can see, I have 680 storage. Now, below that shows your Omega storage, 10 out of 35. Now, let's say that your first power plant costs 10,000 Omega coins, and you only have a bank. If you hit your Omega bank, it'll tell you the capacity that you can hold. So you're probably seeing that I have a 30,000 capacity, but I have, what, 5 of each, which means they go up 10,000 each time, so I paid 50,000 for my last one. You're going, okay, well, if it's 30,000 capacity, how did she pay the other 20,000? That is because you can exceed your Omega bankroll if you sell the Omega items to the sim bubbles that pop up. So when you first do your Omega, you'll notice that you'll have your Omega homes produce a income coin on top of the building, similar to the token that goes on top of an epic. Now, you can only collect those until you hit the amount that you can hold in your bank. But if you have a sim bubble pop up that says, like these little coins, they'll be Omega instead, and it'll say, I want to buy, your Omega for whatever the price is. If you click yes, it will exceed that bankroll. And you just keep making canisters and keep selling the Omega items to the people, and you'll be able to get enough to get your resources taken care of without having to increase the bank, because that can be super expensive. For those of you who like the look of the Omega homes, go ahead and go for it. However, the issue with that is you cannot store these. You cannot store them and put them to other maps. Okay, so you're stuck with them on this map, and the price is the same on the other maps. So if you want to purchase one for maybe your regional map, it's going to cost you 60,000. It'll cost me 60,000 once I go over there. It doesn't start back down at the bottom, which I really didn't have that many Omega homes, and it took quite a few of these to power that, because again, they're not epic, so they require more. And I've heard horror stories of people having to spend, 120,000 Omega coins just to get a 4-pack of drones, because the Omega homes, they don't run on the fire health police. They run on the control net and the drones. The drones do not have to be within the vicinity of the home, but the control net does. And the control nets can run you really, really broke. So keep that in mind. They also cannot be stored. So all around, I would say the Omega is definitely not worth it. They don't provide anything other than looks. That's it. And that pretty much sums up. If you want to do Omega, do it for the looks, go ahead. But it will run you broke. No doubt about it. And that pretty much wraps up this video. So go ahead and like and subscribe. If there's something like that you want me to talk about, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I will do my best to get a video out. Like I said, this is only my second video, so bear with me here. I am going to talk about how to complete a gold epic in less than 20 minutes in a later video. And I just put out a video about how to not be broke and how to earn simoleons pretty quickly. So go ahead, like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Thanks.